Hello, so here's a quick tutorial on how to use a couple of the features in Google, specifically Google Email and how to filter your things into folders, and also how to create Google Forms and how to use Google Docs. So first you want to be logged in to your Google account. I'm going to use the senior seminar email address so that I can show you how to use the folders I've created for you. So you want to go into, for the Gmail, we'll start there. So you want to click on Gmail. Once it loads, what I've done is, now you'll see right now, because I have my students currently emailing me, you'll see all of my students are junking up the primary, I'm pointing like you can see it, the primary email. So what I've done is, if you go down here, I'll actually minimize this. It says Collins' class, Platt's class, Saya's classes. So I'm going to pick Saya's classes. I'm going to drop down. I didn't do this for you, the A day and the B day, because I think you two only teach it one day. So I don't think you would have to have that extra folder. But what you do is, I'm going to take Brianna's email and Alexis's email, and I'm just going to drag them over to my folder, and then they're gone. So when you have students email you things, once you review it, to keep it organized for all of us and for yourself, just drag it over to your name. That way you know that those are your kids. We don't have to sort through each other's students. So for instance, Ms. Platt's students, I'm going to move Renee. Oh, you got to click on the check. So I'm going to remove Renee, Stephanie, and Berlinda to Ms. Platt's classes. So now when Ms. Platt goes, she's going to see, since she didn't read them yet, she's going to see she's got 2 unread, but she can click on that, and here is her folder. It shows her students. So if we click on mine, it gives me my option of my folders. So here's all the ones that I've moved already, and it shows me if it's bold, I haven't read them yet. If it's not bold, I have read them. So we want to try to keep this email as clear as possible. I personally try to sort through it, at the end of each day, so that it's not junked up for everybody else. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll shift gears and we'll go to the Google Forms. For me, the easiest way to access Google Forms is to go up to the address bar. I unhighlight it, and then I back up to where it says google.com. I type in Forms, and they should pop right up. So if you were to create one, you click up here. I already have the one Ms. Garcon was talking about down here, which is the Senior Seminar Survey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of it. I guess I have to do that when I open it. That way it gives you a spreadsheet all of your own with your students. So you click up here, make a copy. I'm going to put your name in it so that you know it's your copy of it. It's going to save it in the same drive. Ms. Collins, I made a copy of it for you as well. Just both of you make sure that you are giving them the link to the correct senior seminar. So you want to make sure it says up here, Platt's Senior Seminar, and then in order to give the students a link, you go to Send, and you click on Link. And you can shorten it if you choose to, or you can just copy it, and then wherever you want to share this with them, that's where you would put this link. If you want to just tell them the URL to type in, you might want to shorten it. It'll be easier for them to do. So once you have them filling this out, what you want to do is you want to go to responses. You'll see I have 86 responses. So you click on responses, and this is how you get the spreadsheet. You click down here. Now you'll see I have their emails captured already, and then their names, and it gives a nice little idea of what's going on with each of these students, because I had them ask questions too. You click on this green button, and it's going to bring up an Excel spreadsheet. So there it is, email address, their name. In this particular form, I asked them their plans after high school, and then a couple other questions too, but the email address and the name is what Ms. Garcon is specifically looking for. So once you have that, you click Share, and then just copy the link send it in an email through our district emails, and they were able to access mine no problem. Moving on to Google Docs. So you go back to the easiest way is just to go in through your Gmail. You click on the three dots. In order to go to Google Docs itself, you want to click More, and then right here is Google Docs. And in here you've basically got the same functionality as Microsoft Word. If you want to open up a blank document, it's a blank Word document. I've been having the students use Resume Coral for their resume, and then they just have to move a couple things around in order to make it look like the one that Mr. James gave us. Alright, you'll see in my Google Docs I have copies of all of my students' resumes because I have them share them with me. Sharing is the same way in Google Docs as it is in Google Forms. In the upper right hand corner there's a share button. They type in the senior seminar email address and then it shares it with me. And I think that is just about it. If there's any other questions, we can talk about it. See ya! One more thing that might actually be easier to access all of the students' docs that they're adding is to go into your Google Drive. So to go in your Google Drive again, you're clicking on those buttons and you're going to Drive, and then you want to move over, you're going to look for the file that says Shared with Me. My Drive is going to be the stuff that you've created. Shared with Me is going to be what people have shared with you. And that's going to be where another place where you can see all of the students and what they've shared. I've noticed with this many students it's easier in the list form, but it automatically defaults to this form. So if you want to change it from thumbnail to list like I have, you just go over to these buttons and you change it to list. Alright, now I really think that's it. See ya!